Your Redlove apple tree will be distributed from Suttons and will arrive to you in protective packaging. This will need to be removed carefully so as not to damage any of the roots. The label will show you all the relevant details regarding your Redlove apple tree, and it's always a good idea to leave the label in place for future reference. It will also come with full growing instructions. After unpacking the tree, place it in a bucket of water and give the roots a really good soaking while you prepare the ground for planting. It will prefer to be grown in a sunny position and in well-drained soil. Mark out an area that is big enough to incorporate but not cramp the roots. Will probably be 2 foot wide and a suitable depth. The depth you will need to dig should be deep enough to cover the roots and up to the point where the grafting has taken place. Sprinkle some Suttons fruit fertiliser over the compost and mix that in well, and check again that you have enough depth to cover the roots, as this is very important. It's also important to stake your apple tree, as this will cause it less stress in the future and ensures that the roots are not damaged by extreme weather. Gauge how far the stake needs to go by holding your tree next to it, and then drive the stake into the soil. Place the tree in the ground, teasing the roots gently into place. A protective sleeve is always a good idea. Add more compost and firm in. Again, more compost, firming it in well. Tie your tree to the stake and again firm. Finally, you need to add a compost soil mixture and spread evenly, firming by hand. After this, water in well and leave it to enjoy its new position. If you're going to plant your apple tree into a container, make sure that the container is actually big enough for the apple tree to grow in. Make sure that it's deep enough, and also make sure that it's a fair size. The bigger the better. Start to put in a few handfuls of good quality compost. Hold your apple tree in the container and begin to fill it up with the compost to the point where the grafting begins. Continue to fill the container up with compost, firming as you go. Place a supporting stick in the container and tie the apple tree to it. Make sure that you water in well. In the second year, the tree will produce some lovely, pretty, deep pink blossom and some delicious, tasty apples.